Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Chelsea Wong will now lead us in singing the national anthem. Chelsea is one of our own 2012 Collins College graduates.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. And thank you, Chelsea, for that wonderful performance. I am Andy Feinstein, Dean and James A. Collins Distinguished Chair of the Collins College of Hospitality Management. Welcome to our 2012 commencement. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and students of the college, I offer congratulations to our graduates and a special welcome to their families and friends who join us here today. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the distinguished members of the platform party. I ask that each of them stand as I read their names, but please hold your applause until they all have been introduced. Ms. Karen Yee, President of the Hospitality Management Council and our senior class representative. Mr. Stephen Senft, class of 1998 and President of the Collins Hospitality Society, the alumni chapter for the Collins College. Dr. Eddie Mao, Academic Senator for the Collins College of Hospitality Management. Dr. Ed Barnes, Vice President for Administrative Affairs. Dr. Douglas Freer, Vice President for Student Affairs. Mr. John McGuthrie, Chief Information Officer for Instructional and Information Technology. Mr. Scott Warrington, Vice President for University Advancement. Dr. M.J. Lee, Director of Graduate Studies for the Collins College of Hospitality Management. Mr. Michael Godfrey, Associate Dean for the Collins College of Hospitality Management. Marielle Crudo, our 2012 Julian A. McPhee Scholar. Dr. J. Michael Ortiz, President of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. Dr. Bob Small, the first Dean of the Collins College and our keynote speaker. Dr. Martin Denboer, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Brad Jorbin, our 2012 valedictorian. Thank you all very much for being with us. Please be seated. Now I'd like to introduce some special guests who are with us today. My lovely wife, Carrie Feinstein, my daughter, Rachel, and my son, Nicholas. Mrs. Betty Ortiz, the President's wife, Cal Poly Pomona's First Lady. Ms. Sandra Davis, Executive Assistant, President's Office. This has been a big year and marks the beginning of a new era for the Collins College. We are in the final stages of designing a new 15,000 square foot, $10 million building complex, completely funded by private donations. This expansion will create new classrooms and offices, and the request of our students, a food service commons and study area. In the last year, we have introduced several new programs designed to expose students to the hospitality industry and nurture their leadership potential. Our mentor program connects students with esteemed members of the Board of Advisors as a way to help guide their professional development. The Collins Ambassadors is a new program that takes some of our best and brightest students into the community to help recruit future students and represent the college. Many of the most prestigious opportunities for students come through partnerships, like in the case of Sunnylands. For the last several months, 20 students have worked for Sunnylands, the Annenberg Foundation's episodic boutique hotel that caters to world leaders in a setting like Camp David. Our students have also participated in the operations of numerous well-known events, such as the Los Angeles Times The Taste, Wolfgang Puck's Los Angeles Wine and Food Festival, and Guy Fieri's Barbecue on the Santa Monica Pier. The Southern California Visitors Industry Outlook Conference is another example of how college partners with industry to contribute to the marketplace of ideas while creating opportunities for students and faculty. As a testament to the caliber of our students, 55 companies recruited at our annual Career Expo in February, and several top hospitality companies have identified the college as their program of choice for recruitment. Additionally, more than $225,000 was granted in scholarships to Collins College students in the last year. In fact, the Collins Hospitality Society hosted an annual golf tournament for the past 2 years to raise funds for an endowment that will award scholarships in perpetuity to deserving students. We are always striving to keep our college environment cutting edge, and this spring that has come in the form of a new computer lab, which is designed to look like the front lobby of a high-end hotel. Unfortunately, none of our graduates today will enjoy that computer lab unless you sign up for our graduate program, which I suggest that you do. We're able to do projects like this because of support from industry, as in the case of Hospitality Uncorked. Last March, this gala at the JW Marriott LA Live sold out with 600 guests and raised almost $250,000 for the college. You can see we've had a very busy year, and we work very hard to not only see our students cross the stage, but to equip them with the skills and the context they need to make a difference in the industry. This commencement is very special for us because it includes our first Masters of Science in Hospitality Management graduating class. Our graduate program elevates the college and ushers us into a new era because it engages and energizes faculty and students to conduct research that emphasizes our learn-by-doing approach to education. We are not only disseminating information, but creating new knowledge that contributes to the success of our industry. We truly are following our mission of shaping the future of hospitality. It has been a pleasure to see these 12 high-caliber students excel at their graduate studies. Together, they have a cumulative GPA of 3.79, and 2 students, Samantha Doolittle and Panja Kwanjantuk, achieved academic perfection with 4.0 GPAs. I would like to commend Director of Graduate Studies, Dr. M.J. Lee, and the faculty and staff who made this program a success. Many faculty members worked tirelessly teaching these classes and chairing and sitting on thesis and professional paper committees. It truly was a team effort to educate these fine students. I would also like to highlight a few people who have had special points of distinction this year. Congratulations to 2012 graduate Kirk Bullock for not only excelling at the Collins College, but also as an honors college student. In addition to the rigorous learn-by-doing courses at the college, Bullock has taken honors classes throughout his studies while also being a Collins ambassador, working in the restaurant industry, and participating in National Restaurant Association programs and initiatives. I would also like to congratulate Dr. Edward Merritt, the James A. Collins Distinguished Professor of Management, for being honored as the Collins College's Advisor of the Year. Dr. Merritt was nominated by students, faculty, and staff for his dedication and commitment to helping our students succeed. Congratulations. And thank you to Student Services Coordinator Summer Pettis for her tireless work in making today's events a success. I would now like to welcome President Ortiz to say a few words. President Ortiz.
Thank you, Dean Feinstein. Hello, graduates. Are we having fun yet? On behalf of the faculty and staff of this great university, I am honored to welcome you. Here's something that you may not know or understand. This will stand as one of the most memorable moments in your life. How do I know? Let's face it, you millennials like to stay engaged. Just look around. There are countless smartphones in action, taking video and sending text messages. There are hundreds of you out there posting images to your Facebook site, typing things like OMG and ROTFL and LMAO and countless other initials that confuse people in my age bracket. You are the generation that records history unlike any other. Sometimes that's good. And if you watch TMZ, sometimes it's not so good. Today is the end of a journey, but the beginning of another. University life may be over for now, but your education continues forever. Commencement is an emotional time for you and your family, and I am privileged to be at center stage, WTG. For those of you that don't know, that means way to go. I always like to remind our graduates something important. You did not reach this milestone on your own. There are a lot of people who walked alongside you and helped you along the way. Take a moment to reflect on that special professor who led you through a rough patch, or the sacrifices your parents, family, partner, or spouse made so you could walk on this stage today. So graduates, let's all stand up and turn around, and please join me in giving those people a well-deserved round of applause. And here are a handful of others that deserve your recognition. This event comes together thanks to the extraordinary effort of our commencement team and volunteers, led by Diane Carter from INIT and Teresa Navarro Rodriguez from my office, the commencement committee, and many other volunteers. Please join me in celebrating their efforts. We spend our college years anxiously awaiting graduation and our remaining years reflecting on some of the best times of our life. So how do you stay connected? NTW, or not to worry. When you cross this stage today, you become a Bronco for life, and with membership comes privileges. Cal Poly Pomona Alumni Association has partnered with Microsoft Live at EDU to provide each of you with a free alumni email account for life. What better way to stay connected to those BFFs who have been so important over the past few years? For those family members and friends that are still wondering what type of gift to buy for today's graduates, there are flyers that provide you the opportunity to give the gift of membership to the Alumni Association. Just stop by the information booths. You will also get a free DVD of this event. There are phrases in pop culture that have stood the test of time. When you hear, "Let the games begin," you know I'm talking about the Olympics. When you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines," it's time for the Indianapolis 500. So what are the two most important words a president can say at commencement? In conclusion. On that note, please accept my heartfelt congratulations, and considering I will be shaking your hand in a few moments, SYS, or see you soon.
Thank you, President Ortiz. It is my pleasure to introduce Karen Yee, the senior class representative from the Collins College of Hospitality Management, and she will present the senior class gift. Karen is an excellent student who has been actively involved on campus. This past year, she served as president of the Hospitality Management Council while interning at alumnus Mark Peel's Campanile restaurant in Los Angeles. She has also been a member of the United Culinarians and the Association of Student Event Planners.
President Ortiz, Dean Feinstein, members of the Sage Party, distinguished guests, and members of the class of 2012. It is a tradition at Cal Poly Pomona for the graduating class to leave behind not only memories and friends, but a lasting gift to the campus and for future students. The class gift from the class of 2012 to the campus is new purified water fountains at various locations on campus. The purified water stations will help eliminate waste from plastic bottles. Not only will the purified water be free and easily accessible for students, but these fountains will also serve as a visual and tangible account of CPP's green and sustainability efforts for the entire campus community. President Ortiz, it is my pleasure to present to you, on behalf of the graduating class of 2012, our gift to our alma mater, Cal Poly Pomona.
Thank you, Karen. I'm really pleased that you've selected this as a gift to the campus because it does forward our efforts to become a carbon neutral campus, and I know that the Collins College for Hospitality Management is also very focused on this. So thank you very much, class of 2012.
Each year at commencement, the Collins College of Hospitality Management recognizes the undergraduate with the highest grade point average as its valedictorian. Mr. Brad Jorbin has proven his ability to achieve academic perfection with a 4.0 GPA. Brad is truly a man of many talents, skills, and interests. He considers himself first a full-time father, husband, and student. Second, a part-time computer geek, endurance athlete, and craftsman. His wife Ryan and daughters Paige and Charlotte are here cheering him on. Achieving an honor of this caliber requires commitment from the whole family, and I want to thank them for enabling Brad's success at the Collins College. Before attending Cal Poly Pomona, Brad was an electronics calibrator troubleshooter in the Army and class valedictorian at his training school at Lowry Air Force Base in Denver. He went on to serve with distinction in Germany and the Mid-Atlantic states as a liaison for an elite mobile electronics troubleshooting team. Seeking to start a new career in hotel management with a long-term plan to run his own boutique hotel, Brad enrolled at the Collins College as a transfer student in 2010. Always eager to lend a hand, he earned a reputation among the faculty and fellow students as a team player. He brought his carpentry skills to the classroom and has been dubbed the Hammer by his classmates for all the repairs he made to the restaurant at Kellogg Ranch. Well, Brad, AKA the Hammer, you really nailed it. You are the top achieving undergraduate student at the Collins College for the class of 2012. I think I have a plaque for you. You're welcome. The Collins College also honors a student with the Julian A. McPhee Award for overall student excellence. The McPhee Award is named after the founding president of Cal Poly Pomona and Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. It is given in recognition of a student's outstanding academic achievement and service to their college. You're welcome. Miss Mariel Crudo is a stellar student who understands how to make the best out of college. She has been an active and engaged member of the college community and stands out as a compassionate leader among her peers. As president of Eta Sigma Delta, the Honor Society for Hospitality Management students, she has led tutoring sessions all year for her fellow students. She has also taken full advantage of student life by participating in numerous college events, the National Society of Minorities in Hospitality, the Association of Student Event Planners, and the Hospitality Management Council. I have had the pleasure of watching as she has paved a career path with Disney over the last few years. She was a Disney College Program representative and intern at Disney catered events and fairy tale weddings. She was one of a few students who accompanied me to meet with Jay Rizzullo, Chief Financial Officer for Disney at the headquarters in Burbank, and to meet George Kalogridis, President of Disneyland Resort at Club 33. During both occasions, she impressed me with her professionalism and her enthusiasm. Tomorrow, and I mean tomorrow morning, right? Yep. She leaves to work for Disney World's prestigious Fairy Tale Weddings division in Orlando. A career opportunity like this does not come to those who passively wait for things to come to them. Marielle is a special person and the embodiment of a successful Collins College student. Please join me in welcoming Miss Marielle Crudo. President Ortiz, will you please join us at the podium to present Marielle with the McPhee Award?
Bring these down. Thank you, Dean Feinstein. Oh my goodness. I am truly, truly honored to receive this award. Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate each and every one of you, class of 2012. Looking back a decade, I never thought I'd be standing where I am today. See, exactly 10 years ago, I arrived in the United States, knowing barely any English, thinking in Hebrew, and speaking in Spanish. See, let me explain. I grew up in Mexico City. When I was 11 years old, I moved to Israel with my family, and then 2 years later, we moved to San Diego near my grandparents. I was so excited to start my life in this country, and being here today absolutely proves that I can really do anything my mind and my heart is set to achieve. And this is a trait that I learned from my dad and my best friend. My father was the very first person to spark that appreciation of hospitality that runs so deep in me. See, during my childhood, I watched him open and sell 13 restaurants in 8 years in Mexico City. His dedication to his business, and especially his family as a single parent, was just unparalleled. All of this happened after my mom lost her battle against cancer when I was just 4 years old, and he never, ever gave up, and he was always confirming that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's exactly when I knew that I wanted to grow up and be just like him, admiring every step that he took to make everyone around him happy, and I mean everybody. And this is when I knew that I wanted to do exactly the same, and so I'm really happy that the Collins College helped me get closer to that dream. Speaking of the Collins College, I'm going to miss it so much, especially its faculty and staff, right? See, it's hard to imagine a life without Dr. St. Hilaire and his final exams with our names, or with Santa Claus, or random Disney characters. Or how about without Dr. Merritt and his sweater vest and his Snoop Dogg love? Or without Dr. Duwald and his oh-so-diverse ties? Or without Barbara Jean, who says that everything is absolutely fabulous, all calling every girl baby girl, who actually couldn't be here today, but I know she's watching from Europe, so hi, VJ, wherever you are. Or without Chef Scott, who ran the kitchen like a true general. Yes, chef. Okay, chef. You got it, chef. Without all the support of Dean Feinstein and Associate Dean Godfrey. I thank each and every one of our professors and all of the Collins College staff for being there for all of us, being a mentor when we needed one, and a fun part of a fun crowd when we wanted them to. I want to especially thank Dr. Neha Singh, who worked with me all year long to make the learning community the best that they can be. And I will miss our very unique Dean's event with our very own Dean flipping burgers, dressed in a Chick-fil-A cow suit, or getting dunked in our annual carnival. But all silliness aside, truly, Dean Feinstein was a great mentor. He took the time to connect with me and get me closer to my career goals by introducing me to some wonderful Disney executives. He really cares about each of his students, and I'm confident to say that he has made a difference in all of our lives. We are all sincerely grateful for that. Yes. But most of all, I will miss my friends, those who stayed up with me working on those crazy, entertaining group projects, and who experienced the insane and fun Archaea restaurant series with me. and those who kept me company walking up and down the hill. I'm so proud of each and every one of you, and you should be as well. Seeing how far we've all come, I hope it was all worth it, and I hope that your life to come only gets better. It is such an honor to be here representing the Collins College students, and I couldn't have done it without the help and infinite support of my lifelong friends and my family. To my grandparents and my aunt, thank you for always being there for me for as long as I can remember, with a helping hand and a warming smile through the tough times and the very most amazing. I must also share how thankful I am to have the very best sister in this whole world, Nestle. You're the strongest woman I know, and I admire you more than anyone in this universe. I'm so proud of you, baby sis, and I have learned more from you than you could ever imagine. I truly love you, Ness. And last but definitely not least, I want to thank my dad, who has been the very best mom and dad that anyone could ever ask for. Thank you for sharing your wisdom, for showing me the way to a blissful life, and for giving me the most unconditional love possible, for always believing in me. I love you, Dad. Thank you so much for bringing me into this world. Graduates, look around you and find the faces of those that you love and make sure that you show your appreciation. Class of 2012, we made it. Congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Marielle, and congratulations again. It is my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Bob Small. Bob came to Cal Poly Pomona in 1979. In addition to his incredible expertise as a faculty member and his guiding leadership of the college as its first dean, Bob is a practitioner, having owned and operated his own restaurant, by leading and judging wine competitions, and of course, for the renowned Dr. Bob's Handcrafted Ice Cream Company. This combination of academic and industry know-how has made Bob uniquely qualified to usher the college through its important formative years. When he first joined the faculty, the hospitality management program was in the College of Business Administration, and classes were taught across campus. Bob had the vision to create a home for the hospitality program, and from that vision came significant industry support. This support gave the department the resources to build Building 79 and the restaurant at Kellogg Ranch. This laboratory created a wonderful hands-on learning environment for our students and planted the seeds for the program's future as an independent college. However, it is not a building that makes a college. It is the people. It is the students, faculty, and staff, and it's people like Bob. Under his leadership, the college underwent significant growth and maturation to be one of the nation's best hospitality programs, and certainly the most established one on the West Coast. Bob may be retiring, but his imprint will always be visible at the Collins College, and luckily, he's not going far. He's leading guided tours of Northern Italy and the Rhone Valley on behalf of the Cal Poly Pomona Alumni Association. I would like to humbly thank Bob for his impact on the college and for helping shape the future of hospitality. Dr. Bob Small.
Wow. Thank you, Andy. Graduates, parents and friends, fellow faculty, guests, and members of the stage party, this is quite an unexpected honor. Thank you, Dean Feinstein. I appreciate the invitation. Hopefully, I can leave you graduates a few, very few, meaningful words to consider as you build your career as hospitality leaders and lifelong learners. I have 3 short points to make. Point 1, love what you do. Since I was 11 years old, I knew what I wanted to do for a career. I wanted to be in the restaurant business. I went with my parents when they took my older sister to college. We stopped at the student cafeteria at Central Michigan University. There was a self-service beverage fountain which I could get as many Cokes as I wanted. I told myself, wouldn't it be great to work where you could have a Coke anytime you wanted it? That truly was the start. It evolved from that point and continues to evolve. From my desire for free Coca-Cola, to cooking, to studying in Europe, to a hospitality degree at Michigan State University, to working in food service and restaurants, to graduate school at Claremont Graduate University, to hospitality academia here at Cal Poly, to wine, and finally to ice cream. Now, I've always liked to stay in hotels, but I never wanted to work in one or in any other business for that matter. Food and wine were and still are my passion. You as graduates need to make sure you find your passion. Whatever you choose to do in life, make sure you enjoy it. If every day at work is just that, work, you have a problem. If you are only looking forward to that next weekend, you have a problem. Sure, it's okay to have bad days, but there should be more of a thrill looking forward to going to the profession you selected and the work you have chosen. Also, don't fall into the trap of taking a job just for the money. It will lose its appeal pretty quickly. Think of the challenge, think of the organization and its mission and goals, and think of the people you will interact with every day. Do these bring a smile to your face? Point 2, know yourself and what you're good at. I had the privilege of having Peter Drucker as a professor. He was also on my dissertation committee at Claremont Graduate School. He is a management icon whose work most of you have studied, I would assume, in some business class. Perhaps the most important thing he said that impacted me was, you can't become a good manager unless you've experienced being fired. When he said that, it caused me to wake up because I'd already been fired once in my career. It was hard. Little did I know that I would have 2 more similar experiences to go through in my career. This was a hard comment to state to all of you, okay? Yes, if you lose your job, it can be that you are not qualified or incapable of the work. But most likely, it is just a bad fit, or you are caught in an organizational change. But it does cause you to reflect about your qualities and missing skills. The message: know what you are good at and what you are not. Seek out positions that match your skill set. Seek out positions that match your skill set. And if you get fired, remember, it can cause you to focus or refocus, and when one door closes, I can tell you this is true, it can create new opportunities and open new doors. Point 3, make good choices. From this week on, you don't have to worry about grades. Hallelujah! You have made it. You have graduated. Whatever skills and drive it took for you to graduate, whether with A's or C's, you have successfully completed a major hurdle in life. Once you start your career, grades really don't matter anymore. From this point forward, your career success or failure will be based on performance, based on your performance. Hopefully, your education here at Cal Poly will be a strong asset to your profession and make you skilled at what you are prepared to do. Future employers will certainly ask whether you graduated from college and maybe from what university. And you can be proud of graduating from Cal Poly Pomona and the Collins College. But they are likely to be more interested in your success in your most recent position. Your college grade point will be a non-issue. All of you who have worked long hours and raised families while going to school know there are other factors that can tell a more complete story of you than just grades. All of you have to make important decisions throughout your life. Choice of employer or employers, as it seems to be these days. Choice of friend network, critical. And perhaps most important, choice of significant other. Or maybe you'll just be lucky and be at the right place at the right time when the job comes along, but I wouldn't plan on it. Making these good choices will be a major determining factor in your success. So it's now time to figure out how you will leave your mark. What will you be known for? What will you do in your career that you can say, I did that. I made a difference. It's really up to you. It may take a long time, and it is unlikely to be easy. But now is the time to go out on your own and make your parents proud, your university and college proud, but most of all, make yourself proud. Congratulations, class of 2012, and best wishes on your future hospitality career. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. I will now call upon Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Martin Denboer, to present the candidates for the master's degrees. Provost Denboer.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Hospitality Management please rise? There you are. Good. President Ortiz, I present to you the inaugural candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Hospitality Management. These candidates have completed all the requirements for the master's degree as prescribed by the State of California and by the trustees of the California State University, and they've been recommended for their degree by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the master's degree. You have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Hospitality Management with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Director of Graduate Studies, Dr. M.J. Lee, and Associate Dean, Michael Godfrey, will have the honor of awarding graduate student diplomas.
Samantha May Doolittle. Patraporn Supapipapong. Panja Kwanjantuk. Victor Lowe. Leonard Lee. Jessica Jin. Jesse Zhu. Jiao Lu. Melissa Nicole Cantrell. Nicole Bien. Maria Sol Diaz Gomez. Leslie Ann Clevenger.
I will now call upon Provost Denboer to present the candidates for the baccalaureate degree. Provost Denboer.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management please rise? Good, you have. President Ortiz, I present to you the candidates for the baccalaureate degree from the Collins College of Hospitality Management. These candidates have completed all the requirements for the baccalaureate degree as prescribed by the State of California and the trustees of California State University, and they have been recommended for their degrees by the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree. You have heard the recommendation of the faculty of California State Polytechnic University, Pomona. By the authority vested in me as president, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management with all the rights, honors, and opportunities appertaining thereto. Congratulations. In academic tradition, the student who has not yet earned a degree wears the tassel on the mortarboard on the right side. When the degree is conferred, the scholar moves the tassel to the left and joins a select company. In recognition of your new status, will all recipients of the baccalaureate degree move the tassel to the left?
To the class of 2012, I commend you for your effort and accomplishments. Please be seated. I now ask our valedictorian, McPhee Scholar, and senior class representative to lead the lineup of their classmates for the baccalaureate presentation. I ask that the students follow the staff's direction to the lineup. Will the faculty participating in the presentation please take your places on stage? Now will the faculty please move to the base of the stage to greet our 2012 graduates.
Marielle Susie Croto, magna cum laude.
Christina Faye Alger. Vicky Wang. Chiharo Fukuyoshi.
Bradley Allen Jorban, summa cum laude.
Emily Rose Fitzpatrick.
Karen Yee.
Katie Hu.
Catherine Chamas.
Spencer Taylor Chan.
Alexandria Cañas.
Tiffany Hua.
Jacqueline Sheen.
Natasha Poon, cum laude.
Kunal Raj Patel.
Wilson Chow.
Tiffany Ching Yi Lai.
Jason Mark Morgan.
Elsa Becerra. Jane H. Kim.
Emily Steinheimer.
Ann Chow.
Marcus Howard.
Ann Carolyn Rome.
Montserrat Arceli Cardona.
Nicole Renee Taylor.
Danny Coleman-Cole.
Emily Ruth Barnard.
Victoria Luis Lavarada.
Erica E. Main.
Yared Montalvo.
Caesar Michael Garcia.
Kevin Gideon Young.
Michelle Andrea Felix.
Janae Marie Maldonado. Jennifer Ann Pedroza.
Joel Chanshen Kalasung.
Yokiko Sato.
Eric Liu, cum laude.
Anthony Kim. Song Ro, magna cum laude.
Nikki Kuo.
Rosemary Bang.
Chelsea Alyssa Wong, magna cum laude.
Raina Vong.
Sabrina Chiemi Yi.
Mariel Ann Umali Ramialo.
Holly A. Perry.
Miso Cho.
Jacqueline Elizabeth Chen, summa cum laude.
Samuel Suh.
Acacia Lynn Capusta.
Cyrus Wu.
Robin Carol Chapman.
Barry Liu, cum laude.
Jamie Nicole Sutton.
Justin M. Kim.
Lauren Emily Higson.
Eunice Sun.
Sarah Seun Park.
Paul Jinhyun Kim.
Jessica Lee Guccione.
Jessica Hernandez.
Brian Fija So.
Victor Alfonso Baez.
Jonathan Quijano Japri.
Daniel Kai Chow.
Matthew John Strawn.
Dex Un, cum laude.
Ara Ko.
Nusha Trabuzzi.
Tiffany Lamb.
Ankang Rafajandi.
Katrina Hui. Pranny Xie, magna cum laude.
Raquel Laura Manginson Neto.
Denise Yasemin Yavas.
Matthew Cruz.
Mohit Kriplani, magna cum laude.
Michael Anthony McKee.
Jocelyn Lee Wingett.
Anthony Liu.
Grace Hong.
Jerome Gondek.
Shannon Nishinaka.
Trevor Dean Frederick.
Heather Marie Carrillo.
Angel Vizcarra.
Adrian Lauren Richards.
Wuri Kim.
Xian Zheng.
Heidi Chung.
Wanmei Situ.
Christine Huan.
Jasmine Lee, cum laude.
Olivia Victoria Morales.
Diane Sishantai.
Natasha G. Kraus.
Michael John Frederick.
Rachel Ann Spencer.
Sneha Desai.
Kevin D. Glazer.
Ashley Stephen.
Daniel David Amendola.
Annabelle Lee.
Sarah C. Monaco.
Danica Kristen De La Torre.
Jacqueline Marie Coles.
Kevin Walter Tackett.
Jennifer Kelly Moore.
Karen Winglim Hung.
Taryn Caitlin Kaleo.
Rena Ruiz Renacia.
Elizabeth Danielle Lockerbie, cum laude.
Vinola Tan, summa cum laude.
Kirk Anthony Bullock, magna cum laude, President Council Scholar, Kellogg's Honors College.
Jolene Chen.
Kimberly Turner.
Anthony Robinson, cum laude.
Cassandra Briggs.
Marilyn Kalukian, summa cum laude.
Caitlin June McIntyre.
Tanya Elizabeth Ortega.
Michelle Elise Augustine.
Alex Sue, cum laude.
Catherine Grace Anderson.
Mike Hong Vu.
Catherine Michelle Armstrong.
Christine Sook.
Hannah Kim.
Christopher Satoshi Harada.
Laura Stephanie Beckman.
Tai Huan Lee, summa cum laude.
Sarah James Utterback.
Tony Cherie Jocelyn Williams.
Wendy Tang.
Allison Kate Guerrero.
Jimmy Braden Douglas.
Fred Shavo Nalbandian.
Matthew Hassenflug.
David Hong Hyungnim.
Paige Jane Bigglehopt.
Wayne Su.
Sarah Jeanette Fleming.
Alexandria Ann Blanchard.
Christopher Nicholas Lucia.
Jesse Gomez.
Danny Cano Jr.
Sam Senai.
Sean Anthony Warren.
Tina Quinn Vu.
Eden Rachel Sams.
Carlos Ramirez.
Anna Elsa Vargas.
Ashley Nicole Flippin.
Mary Cruz Laura Sanchez.
Dominic Jaramillo.
Sandra Boutros, cum laude.
Christina Joan Furtado.
Andrea M. Felix.
Alicia Sebastianelli.
Kelsey Marie Lee.
Melissa S. Lawson.
Monica Rosa Lee.
Carla Denise Villanueva.
Julie Wen Wen.
Crystal Guerra. Carl Frederick Godoy.
Cindy Chow Ha.
Yilin Shen, magna cum laude.
Eva Lin.
Yeting Shen, cum laude.
Tiffany Nguyen.
Echo Lu.
Wei J. Lee.
Rebecca Lu.
Tingya Tanya Wing.
Ho Yan Poon.
Drew Tai Lung Kwok.
Tiffany Sabandit.
Yin Kevin Zhang.
Natisha Patel.
Edward Xiaotang Lu.
Keithlyn Rose Elliott. Ani Angela Markarian.
Man Wei Lung.
Patrice Joanna Domingo.
Jeffrey Wynn.
Sean Hong.
Gina Hack.
Ashley Catherine Hutchins.
Alexandria Ann Ross.
Sue Joe.
Leanne Jean Gonzalez.
Kevin Gio Wei Wei.
Claudia Sang.
Sin Wei.
John Song.
Stephen Liu.
Brian Lee Stanley, magna cum laude.
Diego Alejandro Godoy.
Michael Lee.
Oscar Velasco.
Alex Gafarian.
Jonathan Chen.
Joseph Gregory Camp.
Daniel J. Yoon, cum laude.
Jessica Thurman.
Jason Opa Lee. Gregory Hong.
Will the class of 2012 please rise? Audience, please join me in congratulating the Collins College of Hospitality Management's class of 2012. Thank you. Please be seated. All of us here owe a debt of gratitude to the parents, husbands, wives, partners, and other significant family members and friends who have encouraged and in many cases sacrificed to make it possible for these graduates to attend college. We salute them and ask them to stand for a well-deserved round of applause from the class of 2012. Thank you. Please be seated. Students, you have worked long, hard hours for these degrees, and you should be very proud of yourselves. You are joining an accomplished group of alumni who have made significant contributions to the hospitality industry. I challenge you to go out there and make a difference, and I believe that you can. And while you're out there in the real world, please stay in touch and share your accomplishments with us. You will always be a member of the Collins College family. On this note, I will conclude the Collins College of Hospitality Management's commencement ceremony and wish you well for the next chapter in your lives. Thank you for being with us. We invite you to join us at our celebration reception immediately following the ceremony in the quad area directly in front of Building 8. Will the audience please remain seated during the recessional?